Justin Baldoni's lawyer just responded to Blake Lively's motion to dismiss herself from the case or dismiss his lawsuit outright. Says Blake is abusing the legal system, slams her motion to dismiss the lawsuit.
We plan to release every single text messages between the two of them. We want the truth to be out there. We want the documents to be out there. We want people to make their determination based on receipt.
Going to sue Blake Lively too?
Into oblivion, Megan. Wait till you see this lawsuit. It's all going to be based on evidence. It's not going to be just a lawsuit. It's going to be the kind of lawsuit that is full of evidence.
In the Grand Theater of Hollywood, where egos rival the budgets of blockbuster films, the legal showdown between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni has taken center stage. Lively, famous for her roles in Gossip Girl and various romantic comedies, has traded the red carpet for the courtroom, accusing Baldoni of behavior that would make even the most seasoned tabloids blush. Not one to back down, Baldoni, the heartthrob from Jane the Virgin, has retaliated with a staggering $400 million defamation lawsuit, claiming that Lively's allegations are as unfounded as a reality show plot.
Admissions, documents, which prove exactly what she did and how she bullied her way through the process to take over the movie and used her PR people to try and destroy Justin. There's a number of different defendants here. Stephanie Jones will be all over this complaint. That is the PR agent who was supposed to be working for Justin Baldoni. Leslie Sloan, who's another PR agent who will be part of this lawsuit. That was Blake Lively's. Blake Lively will be sued, and we're carefully considering other people that will be sued also. Ryan Reynolds, for sure.
The legal documents reveal a web of accusations suggesting that Lively bullied her way through the process to take control of the film and used her PR team to undermine Baldoni. Among the defendants are Stephanie Jones, a PR agent who was supposed to represent Baldoni, and Leslie Sloan, another PR agent linked to Lively. Ryan Reynolds, Lively's husband, is also under consideration for potential legal action. Baldoni's legal warrior, Bryan Freedman, has been anything but subtle in his approach. He has publicly criticized Lively's attempts to dismiss the lawsuit, calling them an egregious misuse of the legal system.
Justin Baldoni is firing back after Blake Lively filed a lawsuit against the actor, accusing him of unprofessional and truly inappropriate behavior on the set of It Ends With Us. She also accused him of coordinating a smear campaign.
Was there a coordinated smear campaign to bring down Blake Lively?
100% no.
Baldoni is now suing the New York Times after the paper published a story about Lively's allegations.
Do you plan to sue Blake Lively?
Absolutely.
You will?
Yes.
Baldoni claims that the text messages in Lively's lawsuit were taken out of context or excluded. The New York Times said in a statement that they stand by their reporting and plan to vigorously defend against the lawsuit. Lively said previously that she hopes her suit helps pull back the curtain on these sinister retaliatory tactics to harm people who speak up about misconduct.
Freedman insists that Baldoni's reputation has been tarnished by these allegations and is determined to clear his name, even if it means airing all the dirty laundry in a public trial. With the trial date set for March 20th, 2026, this Hollywood drama is far from reaching its final act. Freedman told TMZ, Miss Lively's recent motion to dismiss herself from the self-created disaster she initiated is one of the most abhorrent examples of abusing our legal system.
Joe Rogan has entered the chat. Who has not entered the chat when it comes to these two? And this crazy story of Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively, and Ryan Reynolds. Because Joe Rogan has officially blasted Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Welcome to the club.
You've been following the Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively thing?
Bro, Blake Lively, talk about ruining your reputation, and Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, Brian's trying to get out of it now. He's trying to get out of the lawsuit. And they're like, you were a key part of this.
This is what you get, though. This is what you get. You're trying to ruin a guy's livelihood by using the Me Too movement?
Because they were trying to take over the movie.
Yeah.
They were trying to take over the movie and the whole franchise. He owned the franchise. The whole thing's crazy. And he's suing the New York Times, and he's got a great case
He's
there,
going hard
too.
in the paint. But that's what it takes.
That's what it takes.
It's like Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
He's like, all right.
Yeah.
He did it for the boys.
Exactly. You got to do it.
You need real to be like, nah, man, I ain't going out like this.
Yeah, especially a guy like that who's like known as being like this really sweet, nice guy.
Yep.
And then it's like, all right,
Dude,
you know.
he posted the receipts.
Oh,
He's like,
receipts are
remember our
crazy.
text exchange?
But how about she told him to come into the dressing room while she was breastfeeding, and then part of the complaint was that he came into the dressing room while I was breastfeeding. Like, you literally have a text exchange back and forth. They just never thought that anybody was going to come out with the receipts.
Because no one's ever done it, because everyone just bows
Because everyone's
down.
scared.
Yeah.
Because Ryan Reynolds A-list, Blake Lively A-list. Like, they're the queens.
That's like eating.
Oh, is it over?
Yeah, we missed it.
He emphasized that laws are meant to protect the innocent and allow individuals to defend themselves, not to be manipulated by privileged elites for personal agendas. In this latest episode of Celebrity Legal Battles, Freedman has taken off the gloves, delivering a verbal smackdown to Lively's camp. Apparently, Lively's team thought they could waltz into the legal arena, file a motion to dismiss Baldoni's $400 million defamation lawsuit, and exit unscathed.
It's Justin Baldoni versus the machine of Hollywood, Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively. And the thing is, using that Me Too movement, which is a woman using the words sexual assault or sexual harassment, everyone bows down. They're like, we can't fight back. But Justin Baldoni said, "No, not this time. I've got the receipts to prove it." And everyone sees through the bullshit, okay? I mean, of course, not everyone. There are definitely some people out there that will still believe Blake until the day they die, but most people see through the bullshit. And I love it. I love it when the worlds collide. I am definitely into this one. Now, do you think that Ryan Reynolds was a fan of Joe Rogan before this? And do you think this is gonna really upset him? I think this is a huge blow to Ryan Reynolds' ego. Oof. Who's next?
Freedman, however, had other plans. He labeled Lively's move as a blatant abuse of the legal system, suggesting that such tactics are typically reserved for those with something to hide. In his view, Baldoni is not just fighting for his reputation, he is on a noble quest to expose the truth. After Lively accused Baldoni of unprofessional and sexually inappropriate behavior on the set of It Ends With Us, she also claimed he coordinated a smear campaign against her.
Freedman says stringent rules are put into place to protect the innocent and allow individuals to rightfully defend themselves, while noting laws are not meant to be twisted and curated by privileged elites to fit their own personal agenda. Absolutely. I agree with that too. It doesn't make any sense for them to sit there and say, oh yeah, well, if it doesn't, I don't like this lawsuit, so therefore this was done out of revenge. That's what it is. Take me out of this situation. This whole thing's wrong. No.
When asked if there was a coordinated smear campaign to bring down Lively, Baldoni firmly stated 100% no. He is now suing the New York Times after the publication reported on Lively's allegations. When asked if he plans to sue Lively, Baldoni responded, absolutely. Baldoni claims that the text messages cited in Lively's lawsuit were taken out of context or omitted crucial details. The New York Times has stated that they stand by their reporting and will vigorously defend against Baldoni's lawsuit. Lively previously expressed hope that her suit would expose the sinister retaliatory tactics used against those who speak out about misconduct.
Blake is abusing the legal system. 3 exclamation points. Bryan Freedman tells TMZ Miss Lively's recent motion to dismiss herself from the self-concocted disaster she initiated is one of the most abhorrent examples of abusing our legal system. Freedman says stringent rules are put into place to protect the innocent and allow individuals to rightfully defend themselves, while noting laws are not meant to be twisted and curated by privileged elites to fit their own personal agenda.
As Freedman paints Baldoni as the tragic hero whose career has been dragged through the mud by Lively's allegations, he insists that the only path to redemption lies in the courtroom, where evidence will be revealed and the truth will prevail. Settlement? Not in this script. Freedman makes it clear that Baldoni is not interested in backroom deals or hush-hush agreements.
Blake Lively was trying to get out of the lawsuit same way that Ryan Reynolds, her husband, was trying to get out of this lawsuit as well, basically saying that what he's saying was true about his claims about Justin Baldoni were true, and that, of course, he is exacting or exercising his First Amendment rights. Now, of course, we heard Blake Lively wanting to get out. She said that he filed this lawsuit out of retaliation, out of revenge. And she was saying, hey, it's wrong for him to do that, and it's absolute BS. Just because I filed a lawsuit against him does not mean that he can just suddenly file a lawsuit against me in return.
This drama is destined for the main stage, promising all the public spectacle of a high-budget courtroom thriller. Freedman has also pointed out that Lively's attempts to escape the lawsuit mirror her husband Ryan Reynolds' efforts to distance himself from the legal fray.
Freedman, Justin Baldoni's lawyer, is now speaking out and saying, hey, she's trying to take advantage. She's trying to take advantage of the legal system. She's abusing the legal system, and what she's doing is wrong. And what he filed is absolutely 110% within his rights. Let's get into this article here. This is very interesting. Justin Baldoni's lawyer is firing back at Blake Lively's attempt to cut herself out of this ongoing legal drama surrounding the film It Ends With Us. Bryan Freedman tells TMZ Miss Lively's recent motion to dismiss herself from the self-concocted disaster she initiated is one of the most abhorrent examples of abusing our legal system. I agree. She's the one who filed this lawsuit. She went to New York Times, started a whole smear campaign defaming Justin Baldoni, making him lose all this money, making him get fired from his agency and all that stuff. Those are all grounds for defamation, for sure. It's destroying his name. It's destroying his finances, etc. That's huge. That's definitely defamation. And Bryan Freedman is this is the guy right here speaking about this whole situation.
Lively claims that Baldoni's lawsuit is retaliatory and unjust, arguing that just because she filed a lawsuit against him doesn't mean he can retaliate with one of his own. Meanwhile, Lively's team seems to be hoping for a quick resolution to this unsavory saga, but Freedman isn't having it. He suggests that Lively's attempts to sidestep the courtroom are akin to a diva demanding the spotlight but refusing to perform. If she truly believes in her claims, Freedman implies, she should be ready to present her case before a judge and jury instead of seeking an early exit. As the legal battle lines are drawn, the public is left to watch this spectacle unfold, popcorn in hand.
In his statement to TMZ, Freedman reiterated, as we said yesterday in response to Mr. Reynolds' same cowardly measures, we will continue to hold Miss Lively accountable for her actions of pure malice, which include falsely accusing my clients of harassment and retaliation. Freedman summed it up by saying Blake's fantastical claims will be swiftly debunked as discovery moves forward, easily disproved with actual evidentiary proof.
Will Baldoni emerge as the vindicated protagonist, or will Lively's narrative prevail? One thing is certain, with Freedman at the helm, this courtroom drama promises more twists and turns than an M. Night Shyamalan film. And now, Joe Rogan has entered the chat, adding his voice to the fray. He has publicly criticized Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, saying, Blake Lively is ruining her reputation and Ryan Reynolds is trying to distance himself from this mess.
Earlier today, TMZ broke the story that Blake, I haven't said that in a while, Blake, filed her motion to dismiss, saying Baldoni violated the law by filing his own lawsuit for purposes of revenge. Stop it. Stop it already. Blake says Baldoni filed his defamation lawsuit against her husband, Ryan Reynolds, and her publicist, Leslie Sloan, right after she filed her lawsuit against him. In her suit, Blake accused him of SAing her and launching a smear campaign during the filming of the flick. Now, that is one part that I'm still wanting to know. Launching a smear campaign during the filming of the flick, where does that exist? right? Where's the proof of that? Okay, where did Justin Baldoni start a smear campaign during the filming of the movie to make her life a living hell? I really want to see that proof too. As you know, Baldoni we already know he's the director and the co-star of this movie too. And we could loosely say director. Reynolds was first to file a motion to be dismissed from Baldoni's lawsuit, claiming Justin labeled him a predator. But Reynolds argued it's not defamation because he provides the statement to be, or he believes the statement to be true. And Justin would have to prove otherwise. That's an interesting one. I really would like to know, like I said, how. Okay, that's just an interesting statement. You know, I call you that word, and that's because it's true. So I want you to show that, show the court otherwise.
Rogan pointed out that Baldoni is fighting back against what he sees as an attempt to ruin his livelihood by leveraging the Me Too movement. As the saga continues, the stakes are high and the drama is palpable. With Freedman leading the charge, the courtroom is set for a showdown that could redefine reputations and careers. Stay tuned, folks. The show is just getting started.